Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games. Welcome to this evening's stream. This evening I am not going to be painting Space Marines. I was just finishing this off just before we started. This is an apothecary, Mark II armoured apothecary, but I'm just going to finish up this little bit of bright turquoise I've got here, and then on his armour, and then we're going to move on to some different minis. This is just my filler. Was that a hydrate? I think I need a hydrate. Got some water here. Thanks, Pete. Hi, Wicked D. Hi, Pete. Hi, Tony. Hi, anybody else that is there in the old chat that I have not seen. So bear with me while I just use up the last of, or get the last bit of this turquoisey coloured paint on my guy here, and then we'll move over onto Tyrannid Lictor, which is my Great MLG brush off primary entry. I think with all the Space Marines that I'm painting currently, I might end up with multiple entries for this month's MLG brush off. Let's just get a bit of that on the back there. On there. Hope you've all had a great day. I have had a relaxing day, really. I've been not been at the shop today. I've been getting some jobs done. I've cut the grass, which needed doing, and similar kind of tasks around the house. Have done a bit of work from the comfort of my chair here, but yeah, so in chat you'll see you can now play the Pokemon community game, which I'm not entirely sure how that works, but yeah, you can play the Pokemon community game on in the stream by request of Pete the Hydrator, I believe. So, do you know how it works, Mrs. MLG?
Not really. If we're all honest and stuff, yeah. So, at the bottom, if you scroll down, underneath us and our hands, etc., you should be able to see underneath there the Pokemon game, and if you tell it that you want to play, if you accept it, give it permission, and then you put into Pokepig, and then you put into chat poke exclamation mark poke start, then that starts your Pokemon journey, and then the Pokemon Twitch thingy extension every now and then pops up in chat and tells you that there is a wild Pokemon. And when there is a wild Pokemon, you have to put exclamation mark poke catch like Pete has, and you can hopefully catch the Pokemon to add it to your selection. And when you've got 6, then you can battle, but none of us have got 6 yet, so we don't know how it works. Yeah, so first of all, you need to go down below the video, into all the bits about us, into all the rules and links and stuff underneath, and tell it that you're allowing it, that you want it to allow you to play. And then you put I'm trying to explain things. I don't want to buy followers while I'm trying to explain things. Thank you very much. And just like then come back like Ricky Diaz and put exclamation mark poke start, and it goes, yeah, your journey begins now, and then it gives you your first Pokemon, and then wild Pokemon will randomly appear in chat. We thought it'd be really cool if they ran across the screen, but unfortunately it's just words. And you can collect them, and we don't really know what happens because we were messing with it in Hamish's stream, and none of us really understand it fully. But it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? So there you go. Oh yes, and Pete says that you've got to have it Wicked D because he wants to be able to collect more Pokemon than me. I don't think I can collect them in my stream, this being my stream, but I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. Wicked D says, you were too quick for me. Yes, the power of moderation. I'm just used to doing it myself, Wicked D, that's the difference. Boom, ban, gone. And Pete says, hydrate. We also have, randomly, all these things can be taken away if everybody thinks that they're poopy doopy. But we also have, randomly, I don't know if you've noticed, a little blue... Oh, look, he's waving. Like he knew I was talking about him. That's a bit weird. A little blue guy in the bottom of the screen on the left-hand side. And can't remember his name. Pando. It's called Pando. And in the Lancer rewards, you can treat Pando. Let me see if it'll work. It won't work in Alien. Let me see. There you go. You can feed him, and we have to all keep him. It's a bit like one of those Tamagotchi efforts.
Yeah.
You have to keep him fed and happy, and it's just like our little community pet.
Yeah.
There is a challenge Pando, but currently it's not working, where you get to play rock paper scissors with him, but it's not working, and the developers are trying to fix it. Apparently, I don't really know. So that's cool. Tony says you have to put a hat on.
Oh no, I've left him over there again.
Always. We should have a go get a hat, stop being silly button.
I took the lid off the thing and I meant to move it and then I forgot. It's because I was playing fetch with the dog.
Did you do Pete's hydrate?
I'll do another one just because I think I forgot.
Okay. And I'll get you a hat.
Thank you, lovely.
I think you should have this one as a punishment.
Oh, sorry.
Punishment hat.
Tony's doing some Pando treating.
Pando treating. He's a happy little chappy. I think we can probably change his name if we don't like his name, but that's the name he came with.
Yeah. Oh no, I've just got paint all over.
So today you're going to be painting some Warhammer, aren't you?
That's
Warhammer
right.
40k and Warhammer Age of Sigmar, but you're also going to be treating us all to some Oldhammer in the Fantasy Miniatures book, aren't you?
Yeah, we'll have a look at that. Yeah.
So that might be cool. So what colours are you using there?
So this is some Green Stuff World Nuclear White that I'm just using to pick out its eye. Here. Or eyes. So, because I want it to have nice, baleful yellow eyes. Should I go for yellow or should I go for red? What do you think will look best?
Oh, yellow will clash with the purple and stand out more than red, but it depends what look you're going for.
Yeah, I think we'll go yellow. Right, so I need to have some nice bright yellow eyes. That's my plan. So that's a little blob of white just to make sure I can get the
This is when you can all get your paint left-handed stream loop cards ready.
Yeah.
So we've got loads that you can interact with. So we've got the stream loop card thing that you can interact with, the Lancer rewards that you can interact with. We've got our own pet now, Pet what's his face, Pet Panda. He doesn't even look like a panda, does he? Why would he be called Panda? Pet Panda. You can hat us, wiggle us, make us do stupid stuff. And apparently Pokemon things now.
Yeah.
So, wowzers. All just to keep you entertained while we paint.
Right, so what we're going to do is... so after I did a little bit of painting on this guy the other week, I gave it an all-over wash of some Leviathan purple, which is like a deep purple, black kind of colour, from GW. It's an old GW ink, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a little bit of this Lich purple, which I've got here on the palette, which is a Green Stuff World paint, and
You have
just
to wait until
lay
they
a
pop up
couple
in
of
chat. Wicked day.
lay a couple of little highlights in a couple of key areas on the mini. So around his head, on his face, and what have you. But we don't want to do too much because I do want him to look suitably dark and scary. So I'm not going to try and lighten up any more than the purple. In fact, those bits that I've just done, they're some of the parts that I'm going to be doing gloss black. It's not going to take much. Wicked D thought the thing blobbling in the corner. What Pando was a Pokemon, but no, that's Pando the pet. I think he looks quite cute, little Pando. Hydrate. Oh, my head's getting a bit warm now. Might have to take this hat off in a moment. Get a little bit of purple on there.
Oh, look, we had a Pokemon while I'd gone. That's not fair.
Me?
That's not fair. I had to go because Little Miss, our house isn't very big, and Little Miss is in the room next to us, and she heard me say the word Pokemon, so she shouted me to see why I'm saying the word Pokemon. So I had to explain. Oh, look, Pete's trying to ban us all again.
Yeah. Tony says, oh, this is scrolling up, I can't see.
Tony says,
Nathan,
I'm planning to make a StarCraft diorama at some point.
Get off.
Got some MK3 Marines, Mark 3 Marines, and picked up some aggressors today for Fireball and have a boatload of Zerg Tyranids.
Go!
Are you listening?
Sorry, the dog's trying to eat the wigs.
Do you have anything in that you could suggest might make good terrain buildings from the game, such as high-tech bunkers, command centres, that word I can't say, etc. Firebat, not fireballs, he says. I caught the Pokemon. Pete's going to say it's a fix now.
I don't know, really. There's some pretty cool, like, bunkery buildings and a landing pad and other items that have just been released by GW in their Nakmund terrain, or not Nakmund, sorry, Frontiers terrain range, which are plastic kits. They're pretty cool, quite high techy stuff. What else is there? TT do some pretty good MDF, like sci-fi bunkers and things, and I know that War Cradle do a decent range of sci-fi bunker terrain set, which we can get in. But off the top of my head, I can't remember the name of the things. But anything from TT and anything from War Cradle, we can order in, and the GW stuff we obviously keep in stock So I don't know. I will have a look while I'm at work tomorrow and see what we've got. Maybe send you some pictures, Tony, if that helps. A couple of little bits on the back of the wrist and on there. Not going crazy, just a little bit. I think that'll do. No, maybe just do that bit in there. This brush is doing my head in. Right, so where I've painted these tentacles pink here, we've gone quite light at the ends with this is Majin Pink from Green Stuff World, and there's quite a good definition in these tentacles, but I've put far too much paint on, so I'm going to have to put a little bit of wash over the top of those in a minute. Now, the chittiness areas I used Nightmare Black, Reaper Nightmare Black, and I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, it's there, Nightmare Black. Just need to touch up a couple of these little spots. But if you bear with me a second, I am just going to have to take this hoodie off because it's super hot.
Free straight. The other thing that you can do with this Pokemon thing is, and you go down to your panel to see what Pokemon you have, you can select one by pressing the heart next to it, and that's your Pokemon buddy, and then you can show off your Pokemon buddy by using !poke buddy, and that tells us all which Pokemon is your buddy. I will do it and then you can see what I mean.
Who's your buddy?
There you go.
Masculine. Whatever that is.
Isn't it Masquerain?
I don't know.
And Pete's is that one there. Porygon. Where'd you find them? The where you said that it was alright, you gave it permission, so it's like down under the camera in all the about bit about us down there. And then when you get to 6 we can fight, but I have absolutely no idea how that works. I'm waiting for Pete to get to 6 so that we can find out what we do. Hey Pete, it never asks you for any permission. You're just special. It's below us, so if you scroll down, so you've got us, haven't you? And then you've got our like symbol and the live. And if you scroll down, there's all like who we are and what the schedule is and stuff like that. And there's a box there with your Pokemon in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Oh, you might not be able to see it on mod view, you daft Ed. Come out of mod view. Yeah, I don't think you can see it in mod view because Bellalorian said that in Hamish's stream, that he couldn't see it in mod view. But that's where it is. And they carry on. So we've started playing in Hamish's stream, and the Pokemon that I collected in there have come with me into this stream. So
Good.
you keep them. And I assume that's the same for you, Pete. You've got the same ones still. So when you go into other people's streams, you've got your Pokemon. There's all sorts of other malarkey that it does, but honestly, no idea. It is, I'm not sure how to come out of mod view. It's the little sword. I'm not in it on mine because I'm not in your stream. But it's like a little sword or something, isn't it? Anyway, that's where they are. And you can see what levels they are, and you can see what fighting stats they've got. And you can see what they look like. All sorts of cool stuff. Put the concentration on that boy's face.
Yeah. Pokemon is very, very popular at the moment. There is a new Pokemon set coming not there's a new set coming next week actually, Astral Radiance. That's the next standard set, but then there is another set in another month or so that is tied into Pokemon Go. Everyone was crazy for Pokemon Go, weren't they? A while
something,
ago.
aren't we? In the shop, something.
The clock that is on the side of the building is a Pokemon gym.
Yeah, so there.
So
the shop's fancy.
So people can come and level up their Pokemon and stuff outside the shop, which is pretty awesome.
We've never played, so
No.
we've never tried it. You can also meet Pikachu and the MLG Dragon on the 31st.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We're looking forward to that. Yeah. Have we still got free Wi-Fi at the shop? We do. However, for some reason, it is not showing up, and it is on my list of jobs to do, to ring BT and ask them why it's not showing up, because it's turned on. I can see it's turned on when I log into like the dashboardy thing. I can see it's there, but for some reason, it's not showing up when people search for Wi-Fi. So yes, we do, but no, we don't. But we will have when I get it sorted in the next day or two. To be fair, I should have really probably done that today, but I've been doing maintenance type tasks. I had to go and purchase a new battery for the MLG van this morning because it's decided that it doesn't want to work anymore. The battery has died. Wicked D says there's a £3 daily charge. Is that for our Wi-Fi?
Yeah, she's been there.
I know, sometimes I have to explain humour to him, Wicked D. Only sometimes. Oh, look, Panda asks if there are any more cookies. He's greedy, isn't he? Well, I wonder if it's like a Tamagotchi where if you don't feed it, it like falls over and things.
Gets ill.
Gets ill because it's not being fed.
Get some yellow eyes going on here for our Lictor.
How do you feed the pet? It's in your Lancer rewards. So in your Lancer rewards, it's called something like Treat Pando, and it's a pink box, and you can give him a treat. It might take a poop. There isn't a clean up after Panda's button, so I hope it doesn't do a poop in the corner. We should maybe have like a thing in Discord to see if we can call it something different. Oh, Wicked D fed Panda. Look at all those hearts and thumbs up and eyeballs they look like to me, but I'm sure they're not. I'm sure they're not eyeballs. What do they look like to you? Oh, Antony's fed Panda. Panda's gonna be fat. So there's hearts, there's thumbs up, and then what are the white and black things? They look like little igloos, Wicked D says. I think they look like eyeballs. They're weird, I don't know what they're supposed to be. Maybe it's sushi. Maybe we're feeding it sushi. Yeah, they do look like eyeballs, tell me. That's what they look like to me anyway. Maybe it's just my view of the world.
I can't even see it. Oh, there. Eyeballs. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. I can't see any of those things. Have you got the glossy black to hand, my darling?
Yeah.
Please.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
For you.
Thank you very much. I'm just going to get a little bit of basic black primer around the outside of this base, because we're going to have to paint his base as well. This is a Sector Mechanicus textured base from the Citadel range. I think I had a moment of madness where I decided I was going to base my Tyranid army on these bases, but isn't really practical because they're at isn't the flexibility of base size required for all of the Tyrannid beasties in the Sector Mechanicus bases. You need 25mm bases for Hormagaunts and Termagants, and then fly bases to match for gargoyles, as well as very large miniature bases for some of the other creatures, and they just don't do those in these sizes. So they do very similar ones for the Necromunda range, but buying a whole bunch of those to base my 60 Hormagaunts is not going to be economical. So I think the Lictor can stay on this, and the rest of the guys are going to get based on normal bases.
Pete says, do you sell clouds? We used to stock clouds, Pete, but somebody opened the window and they all flew away. So it wasn't economical anymore to try and keep them.
Pet basing beast, says Tony. Yeah, one of the guys from the local club refers to, I believe it's his dad, as the basing fairy. So he leaves all his minis out that he wants basing up, and then his dad does all the basing on them for him after he's finished painting them. So that would definitely take a lot of hard work out of doing a whole army. Recently, they've done a massive American Civil War game that you might have seen. A couple of people posted pictures into the Mighty Lancer Gamers group over the weekend. The Battle of Chancellorsville from the Yorkshire Renegades club meeting at the weekend. They played over 2 days, played a massive game, and if you like that kind of thing, they are planning an English Civil War game for later in the year.
So you've been streaming for half an hour when you do your book.
Oh, right. I didn't realise we'd been that long. So I will finish the spikes and claws and stuff with this glossy black on this guy.
Catch the Pokemon! Catch the Pokemon!
And then we'll... does it not give you a sound alert or anything when they come out?
No, because it's just there, like, in chat, roaming around in your imagination. It'd be so cool. You don't own that ball. Oh. Okay. I don't know what that means. Apparently I don't have the correct ball. Click the extension to see. I can't because it's over there. I'm streaming. Oh, you can catch it though. Look, Tony and Wicked D can catch it, but just not me and Pete. It's fixed, Pete. It's fixed.
It's a rig.
It's a rig. Who's gonna get the wild? What's it, majiggy bums?
Does it tell you what it is? When does it say a wild Snorlax is around?
It does. It's just that I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Have a look. Have a look. Have a look. Don't know what it is. But there's like, of course, there's a Pokemon shop and things like that.
So you can buy Pokemon?
Well, you can buy items, exclamation mark, poke shop, and the item and what you want. So obviously, there's all that malarkey.
So you could buy
Logan
Logan
berries.
berries.
How did you catch it, Pete? It said you couldn't, and then you tried it again. What did you do? That's not fair. That's not fair. Oh, what's that? What's Poke Daily? Get your daily reward on our Discord. Oh, that's on theirs. Boo. But yeah, you can buy Pokeballs because you can sell the Pokemon that you've got, and then you can use that money to buy Pokeballs and things.
Right.
I bet I'd just run out of balls, Apparently the eyeball thing is a rice ball. I said it was sushi. That's that, innit? Is that? Or have I... Oh, Pete's been buying balls. Have you sold a Pokemon then? I can't see my little dashboard thing, you see, because I'm on streamer view. Yeah, I didn't get it. I'm going to cry now. It does. I think they're eyeballs, Tony. I'm with you. I think they're eyeballs. You can also, with regards to Pando, you can obviously feed him for free using your Lance rewards. And then underneath us, where you can see your Pokemon, there is also some food that you can feed him with bits, but bits cost money, so, you know, that's not as much fun, is it? No, I had some money already. Or maybe we just collect money on the way. I can't see it. Let me see if I can see it on your screen. I've got 6 Pokemon now, though, so I don't know. I've got a Snorlax. Look, there's my Snorlax.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, and a Chimchar.
Apparently so.
And a Pansear.
I've got loads of stuff. I've got loads of stuff.
Yeah.
Not that I know what to do with it. Pete says, hydrate.
Sure thing.
Sure thing. We've got water in a Foster's glass.
Yep. Going for the healthy option.
Other beers are available. I've got a walled top brewery glass. I don't trust those tall glasses like you've got. I always knock them over.
Yeah, well, I gave you one earlier on, didn't I? And then you've swapped it.
I have.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, this computer equipment no good and giving me a knockable overable glass, which is a real word, obviously. Tony would like you to put a wig on. Wig, 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 wig.
Okay. I feel like Dwayne Dibley.
You need some big teeth in the thermos.
Wow. Hot. Dwayne Dibley. Thank you very much, Azrael. This is this is my Lictor. I do like the Lictor model. So I just wish there was a little bit more posability. So there's the Lictor and the Death Leaper model, and that's it. But you can. I think they've changed the rules in the new version of Kill Team. But you used to be able to field.
Moxidon likes to party.
You used to be able to field 4 Lictors in the previous iteration in the rules, and that would be your Kill Team, which is, although I never tried it, on paper it just sounded very, very disgusting. This wig's just sticking to my face. Just sounded horrible. Lictors are very powerful, and I could imagine them ripping through a bunch of Space Marines or whatever you put on the battlefield. If anybody was playing Imperial Guard, for example, soft and squishy targets, but under the new rules things are a little bit more survivable. You get a lot more wounds per model and things. Definitely more heroic actions. There we go. Pirate Dwayne Dibley. No! I think I might have just painted the floor. I'll clean that up later. Whew.
Avril says, never played Tyrannid Kill Team.
Yeah, I've never played with a Tyrannid Kill Team. I've played against one, and and the Tyrannid Warriors and Gene Stealers were very strong. Very strong. I used some Harlequins. I'm very clumsy today. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for that. What was I saying? Yes, Kill Team Tyranids. Yeah, I play Harlequins, and they were extremely squishy targets for the Tyranids, and having that like invulnerable save that they had didn't really save them when they were getting minced by lots of attacks. So don't look forward to having to play a Tyranid team again. Haven't had a chance to play a game of 40k with my Tyranids since the new rules, the new codex has come out. I understand some...
You haven't played with these Harlequins since you made me paint them.
No, I haven't had a chance, have I? We've been a little bit distracted, but that doesn't mean they're not going to get used. I need my Death Jester painting so we can...
You're painting that one.
So we can feel the full compliment.
I painted the ones you told me to.
Yeah.
A bespectacled Jack Sparrow. Oh, I don't think so. He needs he needs a longer bits on his beard, doesn't he, for Captain
yeah, with some
Jack
beads
Sparrow,
and things.
Some beards and things, yeah. He was drinking rum last night, but currently on stream, of course, drinking water.
Yeah,
And not the paint water.
had a little bit of rum before bed. It's very topical anyway, isn't it? Talking about Jack Sparrow currently. Captain Jack Sparrow. Maybe we should go back and watch those Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Have you seen the Lonely Island thing with Michael Bolton with the Jack Sparrow? And I'll have to play you it. Yeah, we'll do. I'm just going to finish this and then we'll do that. So.
You got a jar of dirt?
Have I got a jar of dirt? Oh no. Yeah, not at the moment. And a broken compass. You know, that's weird. I've just noticed that on his like kind of groin area here, it looks like a smiley face.
Oh, you're going to show us his
groin?
groin?
I am, yeah. Right, so let me tip him back. Yeah, it's weird. I've never noticed that before. Right, so it's like there's an eye, and this bit blob in the middle is the nose, and then this bit here that's got like the ribbon in looks like his smiley face. Isn't it? It's got a smiley face groin. Well, I don't know. Right, so we've done loads of glossy black for the spikes and horns and stuff. And I think, barring a little bit of a highlight on the Nightmare Black, that is the main part. Oh, and a wash on these tentacles. So is that? Let's do a little bit of a wash on the tentacles. So for that, I'm going to. Tony says, floating eyeballs, smiley groins, whatever next. Right, so we've got a little bit of Baal red left in this pot. So I'm going to mix a brush full of Baal red from here with a brush full of Leviathan purple from here. So these are some old Citadel washes that I've had for a while. You might have seen these style pots. These came after the hex pots, which I've got some of over here somewhere. Got some classic hex pot action going on. There you go. I think some people had snapped my hand off for some of these, but still good after like 20 odd years. I think I've got a flesh wash there as well. Maybe. Can't find it. It's dropped down behind my miniatures. Anyway, so mixed a little bit of Bal Red, a little bit of Leviathan Purple, and so I'm just going to wash that over these tentacles here on his face, just to redefine the lines there. And then I'm going to put this guy to one side, and we're going to have a flick through this book. I was going to paint some orcs, but I don't think we're going to have time. I'm going to take this wig and hat off because my head's getting hot. Well, I suppose, does anybody actually want to look at the book? That's an important question, isn't it? We've got classic Warhammer stuff to look at. Does anybody actually want to look at it? Might just be boring you all.
So it is.
Let's move my wet palette out the way. Right then. So, are we sitting comfortably? Then we shall begin. This is the Golden Demon Finals 1990. So here we have a double page thing. Mike Mcveigh, some people may remember Mike Mcveigh. He's now moved on to pastures new, and but these are some of his early works. There's an old Harlequin mini, and there's some really classic minis in here. Still got one of these guys. Definitely got that guy. Definitely got this guy. Got some of these somewhere. Ivan Bartlett. Now, I'm not overly familiar with this chap, but you'll see some particularly funky looking figures on there. This is how they used to base everything. Like the way that this weird boy is based. They used to do the basing with flock, like proper sawdust flock, and then paint the edges of the bases with goblin green or graveyard earth, and yeah, just looks cool. Or milliput on the thing and then like stipple into it with something. So classic rhino made orky, with a few extra accessories and stuff. That's pretty cool. There's a few conversions in here from different people. Tim Prow. A lot of people might remember Tim Prow as well. He's a good sculptor. Some of these Space Crusade, classic plastic Space Crusade minis. Some of those pretty cool. This guy up the top here, the runt herd with his megaphone, his job is to shout at other people. Shout at like grots and what have you to get him to do stuff. I always wanted this mini. Let me hold this up. Always wanted this mini, which was, I don't know whether the dwarf from Hero Quest was based on this guy or this guy was based on the dwarf from Hero Quest, but I would like that mini, but don't own it. Looks really cool. Onyx escaped. Nobody's caught an Onyx. Right then.
I didn't have the right ball.
Let's have a look. What else have we got here? So, I believe that this mammoth is not a Games Workshop model. That was I think that was a conversion, but these guys on the back are GW models. This is this one up here. This is the 1988 winner of the Golden Demon Awards. This is the 1989, and this is the 1987. So this Chaos Dragon with two heads with an orc riding it over here, and the 1989 winner is this Nurgle Chariot. So it's a bone chariot with a greater demon and Nurgle. This is one of the old metal. I'll move it down so everybody can see this. One of the old metal greater demon and Nurgles that they used to have, with a Nurgle champion riding on the front of the chariot to steer it with this huge demonic beast pulling the thing. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then we've got single minis. So these are by a wide variety of people. Some of them who are credited and some of them are not. So this is this chap down here is an original Slan. So the lizard men that we have in modern Age of Sigmar. Oh, I've picked up picked up the lictor with the corner of the book. I'm gonna have to move him over there. So what was I saying? Slan. So the modern Slan that we have now, the modern lizard men, are like big bloaty frogs on thrones. But this was an original Slan warrior with a laser gun. And they also did some really cool. They had like Scottish themed dwarves. So there was a metal box set that you used to be able to get from GW. There was Dwarf Lords, and it was like 8 or 9 minis that were all really cool dwarf figures like this chap. And loads of Chaos Warriors and Sorcerers and things. Gene Stealer hybrids, which are like the modern day Gene Stealer cult minis, are definitely staying on theme. This is an early one. I always like this guy as well, this Space Marine guy. So he's been painted with some really cool, like stippled detail onto him. But that is a nice mini in itself. This one over here says it's painted by Gary Kemp. Isn't that the guy from one of them bands? There's Gary and Martin Kemp in it, I think. I could be wrong. Gold. But this is that's also a classic Space Marine mini with the eagle shoulder pad. Cool. Got some of these. Got some Grey Knight Terminators. That one's painted in a little bit more imaginative paint scheme. Oh, and this Chaos Warrior. So he's got like pink and yellow camo going on down here. This chap, I used to have a couple of these guys when I was younger. I think it's a really nice model, and it looks a bit odd in this kind of colour scheme, really, the way they've done it. But if you look at it closely, even though these armour panels are so varied in their surface texture, they've got like so many undulations and things, but the detail and the level of skill, because all of these little patterns on his armour have all got little outlines to them as well. Just the quality of that painting is absolutely fantastic. It's really, really cool. Obviously there's some new techniques that have become like more fashionable over the years, but some of the stuff that you see in here is like as good as a lot of people's painting 20 years later, 30 years later. Tony says, it's always a big weird for me as I see names of old friends and there are now high-flying big uns in the industry. Yeah, so like for me, when I first started reading White Dwarf and getting into the hobby, and I saw the names of some of these people, you'd be reading like articles by them, and you kind of feel like you kind of knew them because you were reading stuff by them every week or every month, and then now they're the people running the business, which is a bit crazy. So there's some orc war bikes have come on a long way from these old metal ones. They used to be quite, but then sculpting techniques and everything have come on a long way as well. Let's find something like really funky. I mean, they're all funky, really, but let's find some of my favourites. This Keeper of Secrets, I really used to like this Keeper of Secrets model, and they haven't varied it too much. I mean, obviously they've updated it, but it's still very much the same kind of thing. Forearms, like a cowy looking head with horns, and he's got some jewellery chain. I've never noticed that before. Well, I might have done in the past, but he's got like a jewellery chain hung on his horn and then like fastened through his nose. Awesome. So these are some vignettes, the little diorama things. There's another Keeper of Secrets up here. I tried to paint mine like that. Not under the thing. Sorry, guys. I tried to paint mine like this one with the blue skin and the multicoloured armour on. And then this massive dragon here, it's quite a sizable beast, and that's all metal, that dragon. And there's a little baby dragon here in the picture as well. But that is... I think the Imperial Dragon, Games Workshop used to do several dragons which were really quite large, and I presume that they were made to order in a lot of cases. What does Tony say? Oh, I used to chat with a chap on an Australian forum daily and got along really well. He's now co-owner of Weird Minis. Oh, that make Malifaux and stuff. Awesome. He's a good contact for you then. These minis, so that's that Space Marine with the eagle shoulder pad that I pointed out earlier on. And again, whoever's painted these guys has done really fine line work to put different colours down the armour. So some classic minis there. Excellent use. And this base is made by using modelling putty to make this wave effect. It's not used like a water effect like we might do now. It made it all as with modelling putty and filler, and then painted it up, which is pretty cool. Got a nice jewel on a bridge up here at the top. Keep moving it so you can see what's going on there. Swordsman dueling with a knight on the bridge, and this huge sea monster about to snap somebody up. What else have we got? Oh, classic Space Marine jet bike over here. Before we had stuff like acrylic rod and what have you, so this guy's used a couple of pieces of clear plastic, curved clear plastic, to support his jet bike over here. Oh, this I always thought this one was a bit wild. They've used actual real dragonflies. Don't know where they've got that from, but they're actual dragonflies with miniatures riding them.
It's not having none of it, is it?
See you in a bit, Wicked D.
You might have to move it. It's not.
Yeah. It's not focusing in. No.
There.
It's just
Right,
not.
go on, say it
Yeah.
again.
So these two minis that are like jousting here, the spears and what have you. These are actual real life dragonflies that have been varnished and painted with the minis on. I think that's just crazy. Just crazy that they've been able to do that. What about this one here? So this is another scene. So this is that assassin looking figure that was on the previous page, and I don't know if you can see there, but he's actually, this sorcerer is performing some kind of rite at this shrine, and this assassin's just popped up and just like hacked him across his back, and he's got blood effect coming from the end of his sword from the wound across his back there. I mean, the level of detail in some of these is just absolutely fantastic. 30 years old. 30 years old, this book. Oh, here we go. This is so the cover of the book. This is the cover of the book, and this chap has made a diorama based on the piece of art that was used on the cover of the book with the Space Marines and what have you. And these guys, the Space Marines that he's used for these, were all plastic, so he's had to repose them all, and he's painted all the banner by hand and everything. It's pretty awesome. This image was on the front cover of a box of paints, the first ever paint set that I got from Games Workshop, the Space Marine paint set, and that was the cover of the box. Awesome. I always thought these Space Wolves were really cool as well. I wanted to have a go at making that, but my level of skill when I was like about 10 wasn't sufficient for me to be able to repose the plastic minis to be able to do this kind of thing. What we got? Oh, this guy here. So I've got this model. One day I'm going to paint him on stream. This is the original miniature for Lyman Russ, the Primarch of the Space Wolves, and so he comes with this chainsword, but in his other hand he's just got his hand up because he's supposed to be really cool, and he comes with a pair of wolves, and unfortunately I haven't got the wolves, but he's not very big, so compared to a modern Space Marine, because he's like a 30-odd-year-old mini, he's really quite dinky. But I will paint that on stream one day because I think it's an absolute fantastic figure. Got him stashed away safely. These are original Reaver Titans, so they've not changed the design of these things too much. They've updated the armour plates on the shoulder pads and what have you, but they've not changed the design of these too much, which I really like. Some things have been massively updated over the history of the games, but a lot of them keep the design cues all the way through.
Are we raiding Wicked Day?
Oh, we're going to go over and raid Wicked Day. Right, so let's just have a quick flick through the last couple of pages and then we'll go and raid Wicked Day. This is a Capitol Imperialis, a massive vehicle that can carry a whole battalion of troops. This is in epic scale, so the infantry are like yay big. That's pretty funky. What else have we got? Some tanks. Oh, I love this. Right, so let me just show you this. So this is, first of all, this is a Zoid. This red thing. This is a Zoid creature that they've painted up when GW weren't quite so bothered about people using other companies' minis and what have you. And then this one here, always really appealed to me. So this is the turret from a King Tiger tank from a traditional model kit, mounted on a Land Raider chassis. But the Land Raider chassis has been put upside down, so this is actually the front of the thing. Oh, sorry. This is actually the front of the tank back here, but they flipped it upside down to make it a bit different. And then this is the hull of a Rhino tank sticking out the front with this eagle prow on the thing. But just the way that that's all been pieced together, you know, there's no gaps in there or anything. It just looks awesome. And then the level of attention to detail with all the sigils and things on the outside, I think it looks really cool. Right, so should we zip over to Wicked D?